Morning, people. Welcome back to F Politics.
We know that nations can absorb shocks. Look at what we had to deal with: the financial crisis, Brexit, COVID, a war in Ukraine.
Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservatives, just put Brexit among a list of shocks to the country, alongside COVID, the war in Ukraine, and the economic crash of 2008. And I love the imagery of that because she's listed four things. One of them is war, one of them is COVID, so pestilence, disease. Another one is the economic crash, which essentially is famine. These are three of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, meaning that Brexit, in that context, is essentially death. When you're having to describe your party's biggest policy of the last 40 years, like it's one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, something the country needs to be protected from, maybe it's time to start asking yourself the question,
are we the baddies?
And she's framed it as, look at what we had to deal with when we were in power as Conservatives, as if this wasn't literally her talking about Brexit just a few years ago.
People are rightly concerned about what Brexit will mean for the country, for their jobs and for their families. But I do not believe that winter is coming. I believe the vote for Brexit was the greatest ever vote of confidence in the project of the United Kingdom. That vision of a global Britain the minister referred to. It is a project that as a young African girl I dreamed about becoming part of. As a British woman, I now have the great honour of delivering that project for my constituents in the greatest parliament on earth.
I don't know about you, but I am tired of watching the people who have supported Brexit use Brexit as an excuse for why things are so bad. Because Labour, now in power, are explicitly saying that Brexit is one of the reasons the economy is so shit.
We do need to get closer to the EU. It is clear from all of the analysis that the deal that we've got has hurt our economy.
So despite acknowledging that the UK being outside of the EU's single market and customs union is making us poorer, he's still maintaining...
But we do have clear red lines in relation to the single market and the customs union.
And the same goes for the Reform Party, who simply changed their name from the Brexit Party to the Reform Party because Brexit is the reason that party even exists. And yet Nigel Farage and a bunch of his politicians are all on record as saying that Brexit is damaging our economy.
We haven't actually benefited from Brexit economically.
And everything from financial services to fisheries is probably more difficult now than it was.
We're getting poor for a variety of reasons, of which Brexit is one.
So if you live in England and you are left-wing and you want a party that is actually willing to fix the UK economy and actually address the cost of living crisis, the Greens are right there. They're saying that Brexit has to go to address the cost of living crisis.
This June is 10 years since the Brexit referendum, and the Green Party, our position is to rejoin. Because of the inequality in our society and because of the injustices across Europe, we need the European Union more than we've ever needed it. Like, if it didn't exist, we would create it to deal with the inequality that's sweeping across Europe and the rise of the far right.
Or you can keep backing people who are explicitly saying, we will make you poorer, like the Reform Party.
Sometimes you have to take a little pain with some things for it to work.
It's up to you. I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics so politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.